Hi, welcome to this new video of logo books. My name is Christophe and today I have this book for you, which is called International Corporate Design Volume 1 Trademarks and Symbols by Yasaburo Kuwayama. Always when we see the name of Yasaburo Kuwayama appearing on a book, we always get a little bit excited, or at least I am. Let's first start with the cover and let's take a closer look at what we can find on it. As we can see, the book is black this time. Doesn't happen a lot with the books from Kuwayama, but this book is black, and here you of course see multiple logos that are featured in the book. Here the title, subtitle, and here the name of Yasaburo Kuwayama. This book was published by Kashiwa Bijutsu, not Kashiwa Shobo this time. And the reason for that is that this book was printed 10 years after the first books that Kuwayama published. On the spine, again, just the title, regular information, and at the back, just a couple of logos that are featured in the book. In the book, you can also find a little bit of information on what the book is about and also the differences from the previous books and, well, this book. One of the main differences is, well, you're going to see it immediately, but the previous books were always or most of the time printed in black. This book has only colored logos, so let's see how that turned out. The book starts with alphabet logos, and as you can see, there is always written some text in Japanese beneath it. So here the focus was definitely on the English speaking and Japanese speaking market. Also here, well, the first page where we can actually find logos, you get the information of logos here in English and beneath that in Japanese. And as you can see, the main difference, as I already said, everything is printed in color. To me, it makes the book not as good or not as powerful as the previously published books because, well, let's be honest, if everything is black, it feels very harmonious. It feels like it's one entity. Here you get, well, rainbow of colors, if I can call it like that. So the entity is a bit gone here. So you really need to focus on one logo and not an entire spread if you're going through this book, because the first time when you take a look at this book, well, you see a lot of colors that don't fit together. So you really need to try to focus on one logo before you can see the power or the quality of some logos. When you managed to focus on one logo at a time, it still becomes clear that not all the logos are of a high quality. Let's take, for example, this one, which is, in my opinion, not the best. To me, the colors aren't working that well together, but it's just weirdly shaped. There is happening a lot in this logo. You get some text above, beneath, here the two characters. So to me, that logo isn't the best. And unfortunately, this book contains quite a few of these kind of logos. So the quality of the work that is featured in this book is not as good as the first published books, at least that's my opinion. As I critiqued the book, I also want to point out the positive points, because the book still is very good, very inspirational, and the good thing, in my opinion, about these books is that I look at a different way at these. If I look in logo books that contain only black logos, I just look at the shapes of the logos and, well, the power of the symbol. And these kind of books, where the logos are first of all in color and also gathered all together, I tend to look at them in a different way, and here I am more searching for certain ideas when I look in these kind of books. It's really interesting that although both of them are logo books, I still see them in another way. I don't know about you, but that's just how it works for me and how I look at things. All in all, this book is quite decent, but not as good as I'm used to from the books of Yasaburo Kuwayama. In my opinion, there are too much bad logos in it, if I can call it like that. But that's of course my opinion. You decide what you think about it, and if you would like to buy it nonetheless, you can find the link down below in the description. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. You can do that by clicking right here. I would really appreciate it if you did. If you already subscribed, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you next time.